Hi guys, welcome back to another video. It's Chloe here. Thanks for subscribing and watching my videos. Today we were going to be heading back into my bullet journal. We've been doing lots of plan with me's in my daily journal, but today we're heading back into the bullet journal and we will be setting up the cover page for April. So as you can see, I've got a light sketch going on already. I am going with a theme of like bunny rabbits, grass, all that kind of stuff for April, and this was inspired by this little guy. So this was from Chloe Louise Designs Co. This was a little freebie in March that I managed to get my hands on, and it's really tiny. If I show you in comparison to my journal, or like in comparison to a pen, it's so cute and tiny, and I have it in my little daily planner. But this inspired me to do a cover page. Now there is going to be lots of chopping going on with this cover page. I would like to have it looking a bit like this one. So as you can see, this one's been chopped, but it's got the cutouts there, and then it has this little section where there's washi against it, then the tabs. That's what I want to go for this month. As you can see, I've done it for January as well. I've done a little bit similar for February with the door, but I didn't do all of the other stuff with it. And then March, I went for an actual full drawn piece. But for this month, I'm going back to my cutouts. So the first thing I'm going to do is, using my pen, which I'm going to use in the pencil case somewhere. So this is my pencil case that I keep with me pretty much all the time. I always have my calligraphs with me. These are my go-to at the minute. I just use them for everything, for colouring, for writing. Yeah, they're perfect, so I like keeping those with me. I'm looking for a black pen like this, so I'm going to use a Uniball pen, but I want like a 4 or a 5. There'll be one in here somewhere. 4, lovely. And what I'm going to do is, the first thing I'm going to do is just purely outline everything. So I'm going to do that off camera because it's going to take forever if you sit and watch me outline all of this. So yeah, outlining, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I thought I will do this last little bit with you guys on camera. So this is how it's looking so far with the pen. So this month I wanted to do a theme that was like cute, that basically I was really inspired by that one piece by Chloe Louise Design Co, and that mainly was the big inspiration for this month's theme. I wanted to do the cutout back again in it because I really enjoyed doing those, and I thought this would be the perfect theme for this month, especially with it being Easter coming up. I thought this would be really nice. So now this is done, I need to add some colour. So first thing I need to do is rub away all the pencil markings. Okay, so the rubbing is all done. We've got rid of all of those. So let's see, which pink do I want for the feet? Now Chloe has chosen like quite a soft pink. Let's do the same. Let's start with that pink. Let's go with that. So the pens I am using are from Crayola. I got these off of Amazon. It was 100 set. So you got 100 different shades, and honestly I use them all the time. If I just want like a quick bit of colouring done, like for this, it doesn't need to be very detailed. It's just a block of colour on the foot. I am going over it twice just to get rid of that streaky effect, make it more all together pretty much. So that's the feet done. The body I'm not going to add much to it. I do want to add a little shadow around it, so let's try and find a nice grey. I'm thinking I did use that colour there. Maybe that might be nice. So that would be a calligraph, one of the many that I own, not them. It might be that one. Let's keep that one to one side. Or was it that one? Might have to swatch these and work out which colour I actually used before I put it down and it's the wrong colour. Okay, let's move them to one side. So I'm thinking this is probably going to be the right one. Let's give it a quick swatch. Let's just swatch it on the back of this. Yeah, let's have a look at the other one as well, just to compare. Yeah, that one's a bit more blue. Let's go with this one. So I'm just going to do a slight bit there, a little bit around the towel, a bit of highlight on the towel, a little bit there. Let's do a small part behind the feet and a strip there, just for some colour on the bun. Okay, do a little bit on the feet. Maybe attach a little thin part and on the feet. Okay, happy with that. Now I have picked up some different greens and there were some more greys. But I've picked up some different greens and browns for the pot and the grass. So let's have a look at which one I want to use. I'm definitely going to use all three greens. I want to have like a mix of greens for the grass. We'll definitely keep all three of those. For the pot, I do quite like that. That is quite a pot colour. And how dark is that over the top for a bit of contrast? Maybe too dark? That might be nice to go for some shading. Okay, I found my colours. So I'm going to very quickly colour this pot in and I'll be back. Okay, the pot is coloured. Now it's time to add some greens. So all I'm going to do is very lightly just colour in different sections using different greens. So I wanted it to have some variation in colour just to give it a bit more life to it. I do think I'm going to do this bottom bit in this nice light green, but do it like a scribble effect, so it's not going to be a block of colour. I'm just literally scribbling my pen back and forward. Yeah, I quite like that. And I'll probably go in with a darker green as well. And add some colour to that. So add a few more of this green. Let's switch to another one now. Okay, so you can see the contrast in the two. Just add in some darker greens there. Let's add another one there. Let's do one more there. And then finally the rest in the darkest green. So next up, what we will be doing is cutting the side of this page up, which can sound quite scary, but I promise you it's very easy to do. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be doing it for every month. It's really nice the way it turns out. As you can see from the months I've done before, it's a really cool effect, and I personally really like it. So I do want to keep using it. It does make the side of your book, I'll show you in a minute, it does make it look like you've had a good old chop at it. Like you can see, it looks very empty there, but obviously the paper is still there. It's just because I've been chopping at it. So what I'm going to do now is, you can either use a cutting mat and a knife, or you can use a pair of scissors, but I'm going to chop round the side here. So I'm going to keep that straight, and I'm going to leave a little edge around this drawing. So I'm going to go grab my bits and show you how to do that. I've got a cutting mat. I'm going to place it directly underneath where I want it to be, and now I'm going to, this is my little cutter, it's quite sweet and cute. I'm going to use that and grab a ruler and start off by doing all the straight parts. So I need that to be there. That's going to be a small piece there, straight. Then once I've done that, I'm just going to go around it very slowly with my knife. And that's that bit done. So that's the bottom section. Now I'm going to carry on working. You have to cut very slowly, because obviously you need to put enough pressure down to cut through the paper. So you do need to take care when doing this that you don't slip with a knife, which I've actually done loads already since doing this. You can see where it's gone off there, where it's slipped slightly. It's not the end of the world, you just keep going. So I'm going to bring it down to there, and I'm just working my way around the picture, making sure to leave a small gap in between. And as you can see, it's starting to come together quite nicely when you start taking the sections away. Yeah, it looks quite nice once it starts coming together, and you can see the actual design taking shape. I'm just going to turn this to the side to get these coming to a nice point. Now, when you design this, you want to be mindful, if you're going to cut it out, where you place the design. You want to keep it quite in the middle, so that when you do cut these parts out, it overhangs quite nicely to the background that we're going to add. And then finally, the straight part again, which I'm going to just bring that bit down a little bit more. And use my ruler to keep it nice and straight. Or wonky, as I just done. Didn't push very hard, let's try again. That's better. And ta-da! We can move that to one side. As you can see, like with the green background of just the cutting mat against a background, it looks really cool. So now we can start building up the layer underneath. So normally on this page I'll do like a calendar in the middle or some kind of tracker. So yeah, let's start building up the next layer. So I'm going to go into the washi box and find a washi that's going to suit. I did want to use this, but I don't know if it's going to be too much green, but I think I'm going to go for it. What other colour would I have used? Maybe some butterflies with it? A pink background with butterflies. This is choices now, isn't it? Or do I want to go with this one? Okay, the best way to check is to take a strip out and place it underneath. Do I stick with the green? That is the question. Do I stick with my guns and go with green? Or do I want a colour to change it? In the comments, write which one you think I should go with. Obviously, I'm going to go with whatever I end up going with, but what do you think is going to look the best? At the minute, I'm going with green. Let's have a look at butterfly. Let's see what butterfly looks like. Maybe it's the butterfly that needs to be. Nope, I'm going to stick with the green. I'm going to go for what I initially wanted to have. So, what I'm going to do now is with my green washi tape, again, I'm going to turn it on the side so it's easy to work with. That line, I'm literally just going to stick a piece of washi tape down. Move that out the way. Line it up nicely. And stick that piece down. Now don't worry about it overhanging, we can sort that in a minute. So the good thing about using a grid washi is you can easily line it up for the next piece. Super easy. Obviously if we went with the butterfly, trying to match the pieces together would be quite hard. I probably need one more piece. One more. Yeah, that should be enough. And then what I'll do during the month is I will keep going back to these washis that I used here. I might even stick a piece of this washi on the front page. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, that looks nice. I like it. So now I'm just going to get out my cutting mat again, lay that down, trim away all the unwanted washi, get rid of that, and on the other side do the exact same, just trimming away. Oh, let's stick that down first, the excess washi. And let's have a look how that is looking now. Okay, I'm really happy with how that looks. So the next thing I'm going to do is more cutting. I'm going to trim away the white part of this page. Make sure to actually lean it up against your cutting knife, your ruler. Lean the cutting knife up against the ruler to make sure you get a nice straight line. There's a piece there that didn't cut. There we go. So now we've got 3 layers. The next thing I'm going to do is draw out some tabs on the side there and chop those off. So I'm going to do those and show you how they look. Okay, so tabs have been cut out. I'll show you. They are along the side here. So the way I've done this is the larger notebook. This is the B5 notebook. But what I have done is I've allowed 1 on each side and done 7 for the tabs, 7 boxes for each, and allowed them to cross over. So now I've done that, I need to select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more washi tapes that are going to make up the side. Now I think I am going to use those pinks. 1, 2, 3, maybe that blue. 4, maybe some blues in there. Let's look at this colour combination. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe this one. 6. Or do I want that one? Choices, choices, choices. Would that look good mixing between them? Yeah, let's go with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what I'm going to do is put that to one side, and I will use these to cover the sides of the tabs up. Now once that's done, that's pretty much this side of the page done. Then all I need to do is colour this page. So I'm going to finish up this spread and then show you guys how it came together. Okay. My April cover page is complete. So if you liked seeing how I created these tabs and the section on the front, let me know and I will try and do it again next month to show you guys again. But this is how I used the little this little cute bunny in a plant pot. There we go, that's what it is. This bunny in a plant pot from Chloe Louise Designs Co, and turned it into a theme for my bullet journal this month. If you want to see all the other spreads that I create for this month, they'll be over on my Instagram. I'll post this up as well so you can have a look how it looks all together. But yeah, this is how I covered the tabs with some washi. I went back over and added some little drops on here and coloured the rest of this spread in. So I hope you enjoy it and I'll see you all again soon. Bye guys.